I want my audience to feel this, that feeling that makes your photograph from a photo to a image is called emotion. When I was going up to the Arctic to photograph the Arctic wolves, I was told you gotta carry this and you gotta carry that and you gotta do this and you gotta do that, and I was scared. I was going up to the Arctic by myself. I didn't have a partner and I had never ever faced cold like that. I got carried away. I think I must have taken maybe 3 different lenses, and I took a tripod, and I took my drone with me, and I took so much more than I normally do. But when I got to Greasefield and I met my tracker over there, he said, "We gotta go light." And I'm like, "Why?" And he's like, "We gotta go light because I gotta carry gas to bring us back. We're gonna ride 10 hours north, pitch a tent or stay in the cabin, and then we were going to come back." So he had to carry gas, so there was no room for extra stuff. So he says to me, he says, "How many clothes do you have?" And I'm like, "This is my bag of clothes, this is my bag of equipment." He's like, "Wear what you have to wear, and that's what you're going to wear for the rest of the trip." So I changed very quickly, and I'm not going to part with my equipment, right? Because I'm there to photograph. And then he looks at me like, "Can you lighten your equipment as well?" I said, "Are you crazy?" And he says, "No, it's a fact. You gotta make less. You can't carry all of this." And then it kicked in, and I said to myself, I have changed to being a lesser equipment happy photographer, if that is something. I do it because it's very simple for me. I have one lens, I have one camera, I can focus on it, I can make it simple. I don't have too many choices, I don't have too many buttons because I don't follow all the automatic stuff that comes with the new cameras these days. I just don't. I don't want to. It's not that I don't because I cannot, but I don't because I don't want to. I put it in M, which is manual. And I'm all for technology, trust me. I'm all for technology. The new softwares for color corrections, the new updated versions of everything. We use them all, I use them all. But when it comes to camera, because everything is happening so fast, I just feel like, should I focus on my camera and what is the f-stop and what is this and what is that? Doesn't work for me. I focus on the emotion I want, and that's how I go with it. So when I was there and my tracker said to me, "Okay, dump all your equipment as well." The only thing that went with me was, I think if it was like 32 batteries, the battery chargers, and I took one camera and I took one lens. So what did I go with? I went with my D850, awesome camera, and then I went with my 400. So I carried that, and then I was photographing the fox over there because the wolves were just not showing up, or I couldn't find the wolves. It was simple. The camera, the lens was already attached to it, and hey, you're ready to go. Make it simple. Think about the emotion. So when I was photographing the fox, because the wolves were not showing up, it was easy. I would see the fox coming at a distance. I would pick up the camera, and you don't have to think about which camera you're picking up. You don't have to think about what lens to put. You're not even thinking about how much distance you want to be from your subject, because you already know the distance. You know that you have a 400, so you need to be XYZ. You know that you have a 400, so you are going to, is it going to be a close-up? Is it? So instead of having different lenses, different choices, keep it simple. One lens, one camera. Maybe if you want to have backups, that's fine. And then you move where your subject is. And then when you looking through your camera, the world does not exist. It's you and the subject. It's you and the emotions that you're trying to get. In the Arctic, actually, I was there for, I don't remember, but I believe I was there for like 7 days or 9 days, whatever. I had given up There was nothing at all. So we had the fox that showed up all day long, all day, all night. When I say night, there's no night, right? There's no, it was daylight all throughout. When I did see the wolves, and I had literally less than a few seconds to put my camera together, had I thought about which body to use and which lens to use, it would be game over. I was there for so many days, they didn't show up, but when I do see them, I have 6 minutes. I had 6 minutes to shoot them. So I put it together and bang, I was ready within seconds and I was shooting away. What made me get those photographs is the simplicity of knowing what emotion to get. It's not so difficult. You say to yourself, I want the wolves to connect to my audience. I want my audience to feel ... And again, I keep saying this, technical doesn't matter, but it matters a lot. It has to be second nature that it doesn't matter, but the focus has to be emotion. I didn't want my wolves to feel dangerous. I wanted my wolves for my audience to make them feel connected, and that's what I got. I mean, when I was too far away, I got closer to the wolves, and when I was too close, I got further out. I mean, you cannot get too close to the wolves in any case because you cannot, they don't let you. I tried, and the wolf just dug his paws inside and his mane stood up, and my tracker turned around and said to me, okay, Ejaz, back up. Bottom line, I was running back and forth. I wasn't sitting in one place. I was like, okay, I want that shot, but I want it closer, so I ran a little bit closer. Now, all this happened in 6 minutes, literally 6 minutes. But I knew what emotion I wanted. And then you can judge yourself, you can judge yourself and say, this is what I wanted, but this is what I got. So did I fail or did I pass? You predetermine the emotion that you want out of your subject for your audience, not for you, for your audience. Go have fun. Think about what emotion you want, and you will come back with images that are much better. What matters is what your audience thinks of your image, how they feel when they're looking at it, and that's the end of the story. I hope this helps. Emotions, emotions, and emotions.